Okay.
So you get 5 minutes, and Mr. Almond on the corner will be our timer, and so the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll certainly not try to take 5 minutes, and I certainly don't stand here tonight knowing all the details of what is going on with Coach Wasson and the issue, at hand. So I have very limited information and knowledge about that because it's been pretty hush-hush. But at the same time, I feel, my wife and I both feel pretty strongly about, his suspension and what's going on. And so, I want to speak just to make an appeal to you. And whether it's going to make a difference or not tonight, I don't know, but at least I can go home tonight and my heart is settled knowing that I made an appeal to you as not only a father, but a third generation ex-Texas high school athletic director and head football coach. I've been there, I've lived it. My grandmother was one of the first female superintendents in Texas. My mother was a high school principal. My whole family are administrators and educators, so I know a little bit about the profession and about what goes on inside the coach's office and inside the school system. And my appeal to you is basically this. We've only been here a year at Southlake, but I've been in the Metroplex 10 years since I took the job as assistant head football coach at Coppell for a season, and seen a lot of coaching in the Metroplex the last 10 years, coming from that background. And I could name you the amount of excellent head football coaches on one hand. If not, I may get into my second hand, possibly, if I really thought hard about it, over the last 10 years in the Metroplex. There's only a handful. And it's maybe easy to say that from the stands on Friday night, but I've been around this thing my whole life. And there's really, the Metroplex is full of mediocre coaches, tons of them. And that's why they don't win year in and year out. And I know it's just not only about winning it, but it's about winning in life as well. And one thing that I've learned about Coach Wasson, and since we've been here, for a year, I can tell you this wholeheartedly. I have a son, a third son. I've had 3 boys, go through, football systems. One's a professional football player, one's a collegiate football player right now, and I've got my last one in high school. And I can tell you this, my junior son, there's not a day that goes by hardly that he doesn't come home talking about Coach Wasson. He tells us jokes about Coach Wasson. He tells us how much he loves Coach Wasson. Tells us stories about Coach Wasson. It's just daily, and that's not normal. I've experienced the other side, and experienced a lot of it on the other side, where my sons came home and didn't even talk about the football coach. Didn't say a word about him. It wasn't necessarily that they liked him or disliked him, but they certainly weren't coming home bragging about them. And my junior son comes home literally since the time we moved here last year. It's Coach Wasson this, it's Coach Wasson that. It's just, and it has nothing to do with his playing time. This was before we even hit the football season. It was all year long, during spring training. I don't need to go into details about those stories, but one thing I know about Coach Wasson, of getting to know him, because I talked to him about working here too, and being on his staff, and that was an option at one point that we really seriously discussed. But I bowed out because I didn't think I could give him the time with my other 2 sons and needing to travel and see them play. I didn't think I could give him the time that it was going to demand and cause that kind of disruption in his staff. But in that process, I got to know him well as well, and I've just been nothing but impressed. That doesn't mean I agree with every single thing that he does, because I still may have my opinions as an ex-coach and things like that. But what I do know is I see the fruit of how he's valued in kids' lives, like my son's life. And I know that's just not my son, because he tells me stories about how all the other kids and his teammates feel about him as well. And so, the last thing I'll say is personally what I know about Coach Wasson from what I've seen in his life is that man loves kids. He loves not only the sport of football, but he loves and values young men in creating champions in life. And so my appeal to you is just to take things like that into consideration as you move through this process. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate your comments, Mr. McDaniel.